But let's first take a look at your money sector, work, career. I love it. I love it. The Ten of Pentacles. Now, that can talk about the big money, an increase, salary, promotion. It can be investments coming through. It can be wills and policies, things of a structural nature, properties, investments. So as far as work is concerned, with that Ten of Pentacles, the financial end for someone looks really strong. And with the Knave of Wands, or this is the page, this is actual word that there are improvements coming in one way or another to Pisces in your financial or work realm. Now, let's take a look at your home or personal situation. There's great strength in home, but maybe there's been a history of financial problems in your home. This is really saying whatever you're doing here in your professional sector, wherever this increase is at here, it's going to reflect more positively on your home, on your personal situation. So even though there may have been reflection on your financial situation, we're getting a picture, a good idea here that your home financial situation is going to gain strength with the improvements that are being made around work. What is your primary focus at this time? Pisces. The King or the Queen of Cups and the Nine of Swords. So, well, whatever the Nine of Swords is for you, it can be lost sleep. It can be depression. When I see the Nine of Swords in a spread like this so far, with the financial concern in the home and promising movement forward around your career, I think maybe you've been burning the candle at both ends. Maybe you are working nights and your rhythms are off. I think that harmony, that balance, that satisfaction that comes with the Queen of Cups is comforting. I think that knowing that finances is going to get better, is going to lead to a more comfortable, appreciative feeling, more gratitude for what you have. Once you can pass through this little bit of troubling time in your home around the finances, I know that knowing that there are financial improvements coming can bring a great deal of clarity to the stress. It can bring a huge relief to your life when you know that things are going to start easing up financially. That can usually help us with relief in almost all areas of life. I mean, when the money is the honey, everything is okay, right? So this is saying financial improvements are afoot. Some stresses, some anxieties are going to really be, there's a sense of relief under those, upon those anxieties. There's relief. Now, outsiders, surroundings, what have we got? The Seven of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. Now, I'm going to say it. You may have, with this financial relief, you may have more financial responsibilities coming around. Expenses may go up. There may be children who want things, who need things. So I think that with the progression forward with the finances, so is the need to spend it. I think you're going to find that there are certain elements that once they find out you have more money, they're going to want more money. That's just the nature of the way money is. So it feels like there's more demand on you once you actually have more money. Your bills may increase. And the demands on you in general may just get a little more hectic. Life may be getting more hectic, but it feels like there's a sense of even generosity and hopefulness in that struggle, in that stress for more demands on you. I almost wonder if the demands are work demands, and that's why you're feeling so stressed out at this time, like you're being forced from one end to the other. I feel that there's a pull here. But I think there's recovery. There feels like the financial recovery is really kind of at the root of this whole thing for you, Pisces. Now, what is next for you? The Lovers and the Stars. Now, the Lovers isn't going to really talk about that kind of a relationship. What it really talks to here is what's next for you is keeping yourself open to something that may be a little bit risky. Maybe it's a little bit non-traditional for you, out of the ordinary, something less structured than you would normally go into. So it almost feels like even though you've got some financial success here, there's something more that you want, something bigger that you want to accomplish. So even though I think you've got financial flow picking up here, you may have contracts coming through. You may have even bigger opportunities coming your way. There's always the thought here with the Lovers, if you're making the right choices. They're going to be emotional choices, a lot of them that you're faced with. But there's more power, more recognition coming your way on the something bigger. Because I have to say for Pisces, I think that even though you're having some success here, there's something bigger that you're wanting out of your situation. Maybe you're going to write a book. Maybe that's what that's all about. Whether or not that's your goal here, the goal here feels like it leads to something bigger. There's something even bigger on the horizon from the accomplishment that you've got right now. Now, the objectives that you're working through right now, the Moon and the Four of Cups. So I think like a lot of us who are going through changes, there's a fear of the unknown, there's a fear of failure, and there are often opportunities that we do not take, that we do not acknowledge. Now I'm going to say if you've had an opportunity, and for me this would be a business opportunity, but if you made a decision to pass on an opportunity, I think for some of you that opportunity is going to come back around again. Business opportunity, something that you didn't think you wanted involvement in. I think that possibility might be coming around again, and you might want to look at it in a different way. So if you have passed on a business situation, it's time maybe to look at that situation again. Maybe that's the something better. Whatever this is, the cycles have played out. I think there's new light being shed on any darkness where this possibility may have been. I think there's going to be a new way of looking at it, and it may actually look more favorable the second time around. So take another look at an opportunity that may have passed you by, because that opportunity might just look pretty good right now to help you expand. Now I want to look at the result of this time period, the culmination. All right. There's our culmination here. And we have the melancholy, the messenger, and the card of attraction. Because it says love here, but it's really about attracting. It's about attracting what it is that you've thought long and hard about having. So that is actually, I think, something really positive coming around again. I'm going to say that I like the messenger here is that opportunity. Melancholy is kind of like not really paying the opportunity any mind, maybe thinking there's something else that you might have a more positive feeling towards. And now that feeling is coming back around again, but you have a different way of looking at this opportunity again. And that change in the way you look at this opportunity is going to make all of the difference in how it plays out. So I think it's work. I think you had the opportunity to take one step up, and now you have a chance to take another step. But that step may be something you've had an opportunity with before. Don't ignore it this time. Look at it again. Take an opportunity to look at that potential that's off on the horizon, because that may be the opportunity that takes you to a much more satisfying status. To me, this feels like career accomplishment and status. And for someone, it's based around a piece that you're writing. It's based upon maybe a book, an article, a short story, a play, a piece of music, whatever it is. Someone is writing a piece that's going to take them to the next level of success. And good for you, whoever you are. Good for you, Pisces.